Really fucking crazy, and I wanted to share. Some of you guys been keeping up. I have been trading a ChatGPT 4 model to basically give me predictions on sports games, and I'm currently running this for stats for the Yankees and the Phillies, right? My version 1, or my first model, was actually based off of it did not take into consideration players who were out based off of injuries. My Model 2 has been updated to where it is taking into consideration players that are out. This new model also has an addition of 3 parlays, and then also of a 5-leg parlay. For those of you guys that are actually into sports bets, these are ridiculous, where sometimes, $3 can turn into like a fucking $1 million, right? A lot of cases, they go anywhere if you're doing like an 8 and a 10x return. And they've been, as far as the parlays go, they've been fairly accurate. It's a lot better to undercut what the AI says as opposed to kind of use the exact same ones. And the 5-leg parlays are completely new, right? As of yesterday. Today is July 31st, 2024. And my new model is basically it's brand new, right? So we're still forward testing this. We don't know if it's actually hitting or anything. Yesterday for the Dodgers and Padres game, it did fairly well. It actually got, I think, like 8 or 9 out of 10 predictions correct, and it did not get the Dodgers winning. I think the Dodgers were winning up until the 9th inning, and in the 9th inning, the Padres came back like a crap ton, and they ended up winning by 1 point, which is kind of ridiculous in itself, to be honest, because the Dodgers were supposed to win, or at least they were favored to win with a score of I think 5-4 or 5-3. And then actually the score ended up being Dodgers 5, Padres 6. So they ended up winning the whole thing, which is pretty nuts. But this is the game predictions for today's Yankees game versus Phillies. This actually starts in about 5 minutes. So that's why I wanted to run this analysis, so you guys can have the AI and the input before this game starts in about 5 minutes, right? Team to win, the New York Yankees. I'm going to go through this fairly quickly for you guys. And again, you guys can save this, share this, screenshot this, right? That way you guys have a record of everything here, or you can always come back and you can follow the page. And if you guys have any games that you guys want me to run the AI through and this model through, feel free to leave them in the chat. So team to win, New York Yankees. Final score and first score. The predicted score is Yankees 6 to Phillies 4. First score is on the Yankees. Total score is over 9.5 runs. First team to hit a home run is the Yankees with power hitters like Aaron Judge and Jazz Chisholm Jr. First player to hit a home run is Aaron Judge. Total home runs, and by which players, you have total home runs, 3 total, with Judge, Chisholm, and Real Muto from the Phillies. Player stats, I don't usually go over the player stats, but that's if you guys want to actually go through the player stats yourselves. Total hits, and by which team, so I should correct it. It's actually teams, not players. So total hits, 18. Yankees 10 to Phillies 8. Total strikeouts would be 21 total strikeouts, and then the Yankees 11 strikeouts versus the Phillies 10. First inning total runs 2 versus Yankees 1, Phillies 1 by the first inning, and by the first 5 innings, you will have the Yankees leading 3-2 against the Padres. And the parlay, the first one, right? Screenshot it, save this video, do whatever you want. I'm not gonna go over the parlays. I did want to focus on the 5-leg parlay, where $100 can turn into $800, $1,000, and usually a lot of these can do exponentially a lot more, right? Depending on the actual sports book. So I don't really do a lot of sports betting. I have heard that some of these can go from, if you put in $5, they can turn into $10,000, right? So it really depends on I don't know how to actually have the script look for, I guess, the payouts, right? Sometimes it's like a 20-1, sometimes it's 100-1. I don't know how to do that yet. So as of right now, it's just giving me a potential payout. But I know these can get really, really ridiculously high, where it's if it's a huge, if you do a 5-leg, 6 or 7 parlay leg, they can go from, $10 to $10,000, right? So it's kind of like $100K. It's insane. So your 5-leg parlay would be the Yankees to win over 9.5 runs, Aaron Judge to hit a home run, the Yankees leading after 5 innings, and total strikeouts over 20.5. I would undercut this a little bit, where the Yankees win over 8.5 runs, Aaron Judge to hit 2 to get 2 hits, the Yankees leading after 5 innings, and total strikeouts to be over maybe 19, something like that, or 18, right? So just to undercut it a little bit. And I have had people message me where they do this and they actually have a lot of really good success with this. So this is, again, the model that I, essentially trained and tricked to actually give me this output for the game today in about 5 minutes or 3 minutes now for the Yankees versus the Phillies. And these are like the little tables that it actually outputs for me, right? So there you go. These are the tables, right, with their stats and also if anybody's actually out. So Kyle Schwarber is out with an oblique strain, elbow surgery. Bryce Harper out for the season, and you have Anthony Rizzo and Stanton out from the New York Yankees with the wrist injury and a hamstring strain, right? So, and then the stats right here, if you guys want to see them, save it or do whatever you want. But again, this is for Yankees and Phillies. Today's game in about 2 minutes. I'll see you guys later.